We're back live here from Waller High School as the Waller Lady Bulldogs take on the Lady Bulldogs of Magnolia High School. Alex Goodwin, Jordan Kerl here with you. This is the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The starters for the Waller Lady Bulldogs will be number 12, Alicia Goodnight, number 14, Layla Blair, the bell cow of the team. They're going to lean on her a whole lot this evening. Number 20, Angela Shorter-Kinney. Number 24, Tiana Scranton. And number 54, Mariah Stewart. The starters for Magnolia High School will be number 10, Lexi Bearden at guard. Abby Gibson at guard as well. Kaylee King at guard. Alexis Wyckoff and Katie Dalton. The head coach for the Waller Lady Bulldogs is Nakisha Durham, former coach at my alma mater, Stafford High School, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to get into that more a little bit later. And the head coach for the Magnolia High School Lady Bulldogs is Erica Ritter. Again, Alex Goodwin, Jordan Kerl here with you live. This is the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And Jordan, what do you look to see from this game from the Lady Bulldogs?
Well, actually, which Lady Bulldogs are you talking about, Alex?
I don't have time for semantics.
No, I understand. Well, I definitely expect Waller to come out strong early on in the game. We talked a little bit about Layla Blair before we got the broadcast started, and I definitely look to her for production and a lot of production as a whole from this starting lineup early on and seeing what Waller will do against Magnolia tonight.
Waller is in their white uniforms. Magnolia is in their maroon uniforms. Number 20, Angela Shorter-Kinney, along with number 33, Dalton. They're going to be here for the tip. Waller has it off of the tip. Goodnight with it, gets it to Blair at the top of the key. Blair directing traffic, looking for a pick. She gets it. Blair puts it up from deep. Got it. Layla Blair for three. Early and often, they're going to go to her. Magnolia gets it up. Ball in the left corner. Back out to King. Shot no good. Rebounded by Blair. Blair's going to push it up the floor. Behind the back pass is going to go off. It's going to ricochet off of Ray Harris. It's going to go out of bounds. See, that's the situation where Blair has got to just make the simple pass to go up for the layup.
I completely agree. Had the opportunity, and she should have taken it.
Inbounds pass. Blair into Shorter-Kinney. Blair with it. Mid-range jump shot. Got it. 5 quick ones for Layla Blair. Gives to it at the top of the key. Goes around to the left side. Over to Dalton. Dalton puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Blair. Blair's going to throw it up ahead to Harris. Harris is going to take a mid-range jump shot. No good. Rebounded by Kinney. Puts it up. No good. Rebound. Another shot. No good. Waller's going to reset and give it back out to Blair on the left key. Blair with a wicked crossover. Back over to Kinney, who nearly lost it. Back over to Goodnight. Blair for three. Got it.
Definitely a good swing. Good choice to reset it up to get a good shot off from Blair.
And Waller Bulldogs are off to a blistering start in a steal for the Lady Bulldogs. We're going to put it up, put it in. And Magnolia West has seen enough. They're going to call a timeout and try to figure something out. This is going to be, looks to be a full timeout. Oh, it's going to be a 30-second timeout. I spoke too soon. So we're going to stay right here, and we've got to pay some bills. Remember, everybody, if you got no brakes, bad brakes, no AC, bad AC, or anything in between, our friends at Larry's Automotive, they've got your back.
So you mean to tell me, Alex, that if I'm stranded on 290 business, they're going to come get me?
Is Fat Meat greasy?
It might be.
It definitely is. Remember, everybody, for more information about Larry's Automotive, call 936-931-5566. Again, that's 936-931-5566. Tell them the Open Mic Broadcast Network sent you. I need to get a sponsorship from Larry's or something. Get a free, get my taillight fixed.
You do. You're a frequent visitor, LC.
I am. You need to get it just on the house. But back to the action on the hardwood. Magnolia West brings it up. Pass into King. King puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Harris. Going to give it up to Layla Blair, who's going to bring the ball up the court. Blair over to Goodnight. Goodnight into Kinney. Mid-range. She's going to put it up. Yes. And Waller High School has taken an 11-0 lead over Magnolia. Alex Goodwin, Jordan Kerl here with you. This is the Open Mic Broadcast Network. 5:51 on the clock here in the first quarter. Dangerous pass from Magnolia. They're going to swing it over. Swing it over to Wyckoff. Wyckoff puts it up. No good. There's a scramble for the rebound. A whistle. And it's going to stay with, it's not going to stay with Magnolia. Waller will have possession of the ball. And for Coach Nikisha Durham and her Bulldogs, she couldn't have asked for a better start.
I completely agree, Alex. As we said, the Waller Lady Bulldogs will get out quick, and Magnolia has to make a stop if they want to stay in this game, down 11.
Blair breaks the press, and she's going to come up and put up a mid-range jump shot. She got hacked, so she's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. We got 5:27 remaining here in the opening quarter of play. Alex Goodwin and Jordan Kerl here with you. This is the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Blair's first free throw tickles the twine, and there's a substitution for Magnolia number 11, Caroline Hitler, on for the Lady Bulldogs. Gibson's going to give it over. The Dalton puts it up, and Magnolia is on the board.
And
I'm sorry, not to cut you off.
Well, they have to watch out for Dalton. She's 6 feet, standing very tall. They have to box her out in the post.
Bad turnover there from Waller, and Magnolia West is going to get possession. The pass is going to be deflected. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Waller. 4:55 remaining. The Waller Lady Bulldogs have jumped out to a 13-2 lead over the Magnolia Lady Bulldogs here from Waller High School. Wyckoff shot is going to be no good. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. Goodnight is going to try to go up for a shot. She's going to lose control of it. It's going to be a turnover. Gibbs is going to bring the ball up the court. She's going to give it over to Hitler, and Hitler is going to be called for the travel. Waller ball.
Not what Magnolia wants right now. They have to take good care of every possession and do what they can with it to get into this game.
Because if they don't, it's going to be a long ride back. Taylor Brown was on the right side. Blair goes to the basket. She puts it up, and she's going to get fouled again. She's going to go back to the line to shoot 2. Blair's first throw attempt is good. Substitution for the Bulldogs coming on for the first time today will be number 22, Cameron Batoyer. Blair knocks down both free throws, making the score 15-2 with less than 4:30 remaining here in the opening quarter. Frederick passes to Wyckoff. Oh, nearly intercepted. She's going to pass it back to Frederick. Back to Wyckoff. Puts it up. No good. That was a great look at the basket. But Magnolia's going to get the rebound. The ball stuck in the left corner. They're going to swing it out. And Magnolia's going to get a foul and 1. Tough shot made by number 23, Wyckoff. And that'll put our score at 15-4.
And that's the type of plays that Magnolia needs right now. They need aggressive shots from their big men because they have the height advantage. They have to use it.
And Wyckoff's going to go to the line to try to finish the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Well, I don't know. She had quite the unorthodox free throw routine, but it was effective. 15-5 our score. Layla Blair breaks the press. She's going to pass it over to Watson. Watson's shot is going to be no good for the Bulldogs, who have to snare the rebound and bring it back out to reset. Blair has on the left side. Blair making moves with the rock. Her shot is going to be no good. It's going to be out of bounds. It's going to stay Waller ball. We got 3:32 remaining here in the first quarter. The Waller Lady Bulldogs have jumped out to a 15-5 lead over the Magnolia Lady Bulldogs here, live from Waller High School. The pass is going to be tipped, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay Waller ball. Alex Goodwin and Jordan Kerl here with you live. This is the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Ball's going to be passed into 22. Watson shot is going to be no good. Rebounded back Magnolia. They're going to throw it up ahead to Wyckoff. Shot no good. Rebounded by Magnolia. We're going to have a whistle and a foul call against the Bulldogs. Against Waller. I've got to differentiate which Bulldog I'm referring to.
Please.
And it's going to stay Magnolia ball. To get it into Bearden. Bearden's going to put it up from mid-range. No good. Rebounded by Waller. Up to Layla Blair. Layla Blair going to the basket. Puts it up. Puts it in.
Definitely
wow.
A tough shot from Blair right there.
I sound like a broken record already.
Tough shot from Blair.
Frederick being hounded by Wyckoff. Wyckoff with an entry pass to the post. It's going to be stolen. There's going to be a whistle and a foul call. I tell you what, Layla Blair can handle that ball.
She can, definitely. And almost stolen right there if it wasn't knocked out of bounds.
In the words of my Uncle Snacks, she's got handles like pots and pans. Blair's going to bring it up the floor. Be guarded by Frederick. Blair with a behind-the-back pass. Great! And
And
that's what Waller's got to have right there.
Right, you have to finish after that wonderful pass from Blair. Stewart has to finish that one.
We apologize for the brief technical difficulties. This experience, we're back to the action on the court.
Back up, that was a good shot from Wyckoff under the basket. She's definitely good in the post, and the Lady Bulldogs of Waller have to box out to keep her from under there.
Blair's going to swing it over to Goodnight. Goodnight back over to Blair. Blair's going to put it up from distance. No good. Rebounded by 54, Mariah Stewart. Matoya's shot is going to be no good. Rebounded by Frederick. Frederick's going to push the pace. Up to Bearden. Bearden to Wyckoff. Wyckoff puts it up, puts it in. And after a rather slow start to be kind, the Magnolia Lady Bulldogs have cut the lead to single digits here with 1:48 remaining here in the first quarter of play. And with Wyckoff at the line trying to finish her second three-point play.
Right, and we're seeing a lot of the production and a lot of the scoring, really almost all of it from her right now.
Again, the unorthodox shooting motion. It doesn't work that time. Rebounded by Mariah Stewart. Up ahead to Layla Blair. Layla Blair penetrating the teeth of the defense. She's going to put it up with the left hand. No good. Just rimmed down. But Mariah Stewart is there to clean up the mess and put in two of her own. 19-9 is our score. Layla Blair picks Frederick's pocket. She's going to go up with a layup. No good. That was an easy one. She just...
Right. And that's another one that you have to finish when you have those easy layup opportunities.
I mean, you see that a lot. Oftentimes in high school basketball, people just speeding down the court, and they're going to throw the ball up at full speed. So it's going to just hit the back of the rim and go and rim out. That's simple geometry there.
I understand. I don't feel like she was speeding, though, but, I mean, I do understand what you're saying.
I mean, she wasn't at a gingerly pace.
Yes, she was.
But back to the action on the court. Wyckoff had at the top of the key. She's going to get it in to Dalton in the post. Back to Wyckoff. The shot goes in, but Wyckoff's going to be called for too many steps. Traveling, it will be Waller ball here with 1:09 remaining here in the first quarter. Layla Blair to bring the ball up for the Bulldogs. Blair was on the left side. Over to Kenny. Kenny back to Blair over to Goodnight. Back to Blair, wide open. Blair puts it up for three, way off. And she's cooled off a bit after a hot start, scoring Waller's first 9 points. Wyckoff to Frederick, back over to Wyckoff. Wyckoff's going to put it up. Yes! One thing that she has that Waller can't do anything about yet is that she is extremely tall. I'm going to check.
Right.
I'm going to check. She is 5'10". She's about my size.
Right, and she goes right under the basket every time, and that's where she's gotten all her points from.
Katie's going to put up a tough shot. She puts it up, puts it in, and the Waller lead is back to double digits. Mooneyham is going to bring it up. She's going to go over to the right, and they're going to be called for a travel. Dogs took too many steps. That's their fourth turnover of the quarter. 4.3 seconds remaining here on the clock in the first quarter. Over to Blair, 3 seconds. 2, 1. No good. And that will conclude the first quarter of play. The Waller Lady Bulldogs are in by a score of 21-11 over the visiting Magnolia Lady Bulldogs. Alex Goodwin and Jordan Kerl here with you. I don't know, are we going to take a quick break? Are we going to pay some bills?
We are. We're going to pay some bills.
We'll be right back with more exciting Lady Bulldog basketball.
The following sponsors are contributors to today's broadcast here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The Temple of Refuge Ministries, located in Prairie View, Texas. Quality Harris Jr. of Keller Williams Realtors in Houston, Texas. Attorney Eve Van Richardson of Hempstead, Texas. Homestar College of Tomball, Texas. Health Insurance in Waller, Texas. Matthews Automotive in Waller, Texas. Gunderson's Bookkeeping in Waller, Texas. District Attorney Dalton Mathis. Prairie View Athletic Club, the Hotline Press in Hempstead, Texas, and the City of Hempstead. Thank you for your contributions and support of our student athletics here throughout Waller County and beyond. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics.
And we're back here from Waller High School. Here it is the battle of the Bulldogs here as the Waller Lady Bulldogs take on the Magnolia Lady Bulldogs. The home team, the Waller Lady Bulldogs, jumped out to a 21-11 first quarter lead. As we start the second quarter, Magnolia has it. Hitler over to Wyckoff. Wyckoff has on the left side. Over to Dalton. Dalton back to Wyckoff at the top of the left side. And Beard's going to put up a three, and it's going to go down, and that will cut the Waller lead to just 21-14 here with 7:35 remaining here in the first half. Alex Zoom and Jordan Kerl here with you live. Blair's pass over to Goodnight. Goodnight over to Kenny on the right side. Over to Blair in the right corner. Blair puts it up, puts it in. Layla Blair from downtown. And the Waller Lady Bulldogs lead is again back to 10. Great ball movement from Magnolia, but it's going to be stolen. Mariah Stewart up to Goodnight, and she's going to slow it down and give it up back to the point guard, Layla Blair, who's going to set it up. Blair over to Harris. Harris over to Goodnight. Goodnight over to Stewart. Great ball movement from Waller. Back up to Layla Blair at the top of the key. Over to Kenny on the right side. Kenny puts it up from mid-range. Yes.
And Kenny likes that right corner over there. We've seen her take 3 shots and convert all 3 of them in this game right now.
And Abby Gibson's going to bring it up. Has on the left side. Over to Frederick. Frederick puts it up. No good. She gets her own rebound. She's going to put it up again. It's a whistle and a foul call. It's probably going to go against number 23, Ray Harris. And Dalton's going to go to the line, and she's going to shoot too.
Dalton is another one of those tall players alongside Wyckoff that is getting under the basket, causing the Lady Bulldogs, Waller, to foul and getting to the line to shoot 2 easy points.
She knocks down the first free throw to make the score 26-11. Our score 26-15. And again, I've got to say that is one of the most unorthodox shooting routines and motions I've ever seen. She misses the second. Waller gets it up to Layla Blair. Layla Blair to the basket. No good. Rebounded by Magnolia. Bearden over to Hitler. Hitler over to Dalton in the right corner. Dalton back over to Frederick. There's a whistle and a foul call against 54. Mariah Stewart. And Bearden's going to go back to the line. She's going to shoot too.
Waller is getting into foul trouble now. Now 7 fouls on the team. Magnolia only has 3 team fouls.
Bearden's first free throw attempt is going to be no good. Waller's going to substitute. On for the first time this evening is going to be number 21, Jasmine Washington. Ellis Blair's going to bring it up around over the right side. Over to Goodnight in the middle. Kenny's calling for it on the elbow. Back over to Goodnight. Over to Kenny. Kenny back to Blair. Layla Blair has on the right wing. Over to Goodnight. Goodnight. And the pass is going to be stolen by Bearden.
That was definitely a good defensive stop for the Magnolia Lady Bulldogs.
And they're going to give it over to Watson. And they're going to whistle another foul call. They're not going to give it the continuation. It's going to be a foul on the floor. Our score 26-16 in favor of your Waller Lady Bulldogs. We've got 5:23 remaining here in the second quarter of play. And Gibbs is going to go to the line for the 1-and-1. And she's going to nail the first free throw, so she's going to get a second opportunity. See, we're laughing there at the table because Joy said I couldn't see her trying to motion and tell me that we had 1-1. I can see out of my peripheral.
He did not see
I can see you out of my peripheral.
I was just helping out.
No, I can see you out of my peripheral, moving your hands.
I'm just helping out a friend.
Hey, we're going to get the action on the court. We got a whistle and a foul whistle, and Kenny steps out of bounds. So Magnolia's going to get the ball back. Look at this. We're just having a little bit of fun here with the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Not the word smart. Smart enough is not the word. We got to act mature at least for a little bit here.
We always act mature, ladies and gentlemen. We just like to have a little bit of fun.
As Bearden sinks a layup, and the Waller lead has shrank to just 6. Layla Blair has it on the left side. It's going to be trapped, and the ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Magnolia. And so Waller's going to retain possession here. We've got 4:46 remaining here in the first half. Alex Goodwin, Jordan Kerl here with you live. This is the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Goodnight passes to Kenny. Kenny has on the right elbow. Back over to Goodnight. Goodnight's pass is deflected. Retrieved by Watson. Goodnight puts it up. No good. Pass is going to be saved. We've got a bit of a... Well, it seemed like it could have resulted in fisticuffs quite quickly, but, thankfully, cooler heads prevailed, and we're going to be all right. Looks like it's going to be a foul, and we're going to go back to the charity stripe. We've got 4:28 remaining here in the first half, and if Waller continues to make careless fouls, the Magnolia Lady Bulldogs will continue to cut into this lead. At the line is number 10, Lexi Bearden.
And that was another, again, a good defensive stop. They're forcing the Waller Lady Bulldogs to shoot from the outside now as they're playing a 2-3 zone defense.
Bearden's free throw attempt is going to be no good. Rebounded by Logan. Logan up to Blair. Blair's going to set up the offense. Coach Nikisha Durham has seen enough. She's going to call a timeout for her Waller Lady Bulldogs. And This is going to be a 30-second timeout, so we're going to stay right here. We're going to pay some bills.
Can you pay my bill?
I can't pay your bills. I don't even know why you ask me something like that. But I do have to pay Mike Prince's bills right quick. All right, so we got to thank our good friends at Lone Star College, Tomball Edmonds Insurance Agency, my big homie Larry at Larry's Automotive, Trinity Christian Learning Center, and Garland Harris Jr. Realtor, proud graduate of Prairie View A&M University, because Prairie View produces
productive people.
Prairie View produces
productive people.
Say it one more again.
Prairie View produces productive people.
Hallelujah. All right, we got to get back to the action on the court. We've got 4:18 remaining here in the first half. Alex Goodwin, Jordan Kerl here with you live. This is the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Layla Blair's going to inbound the ball to Goodnight. Has on the left corner. She's going to bring it up. Goodnight's having a tough handle of it. Gives it back off to Blair on the right side. Back to Goodnight. Goodnight's going to go to the basket. Her shot's going to be blocked.
See, they're forcing them to shoot from the outside because every time they drive, number 33 Dalton is right there.
And that's a questionable foul call from one of the officials, as number 11 Caroline Hitler was attempting to do that was not Caroline Hitler. That was Abby Gibbs, who was trying to do it behind, dribble the ball behind her back, and she tripped over one of the Waller players. And they called a foul on that. Now, there's a reason why I'm not in the striped shirt.
I was going to say, we call the games. We don't call, the foul.
However, I must say, that looked mighty suspicious, but you know what? I'm going to leave him alone. He got a tough job to do. He got to go home to his wife and kids and his mom and them. And Gibson knocks down both free throws, and the Waller Lady Bulldog lead is just 4. We've got 3:50 remaining here in the half. Our score 26-22 in favor of your Waller Lady Bulldogs. Blair over to Kenny on the right elbow, back out to Blair on the right. Blair's looking for it, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul call against 23 Wyckoff, and Waller's going to have it. Waller's going to inbound the ball.
Waller has to score here as well, Alex. I'm sorry to cut you off, but they have to score. It's been like almost 3 minutes now, and they haven't scored.
Layla Blair with the sweet move. She puts it up.
There we go, right there.
Right on cue. Gibson over to Beard. Beard's going to go to the lane. She's going to put it up, and she's going to put down 2 more to cut the Waller lead back to 4. The Magnolia Lady Bulldogs, not the flashiest, not the most skilled team, but one thing they are very disciplined, and they are giving the Waller Lady Bulldogs fits right now. Kenny's shot is going to be up, and she got hacked, so she's going to go to the line, and she's going to shoot 2. We got 3:03 remaining here in the first half. This is the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the station designed with you in mind. Kenny's first free throw attempt tickles the twine. That gives the Bulldogs a 5-point lead. We've got a substitution for Magnolia. On for the first time is going to be number 24, Meredith. Is that Mish? Is that Mish?
Mish.
Oh, they help me out here. I'm working on my German last name. I'm working on it. All right, progress is a process. Just bear with me.
I like that. Progress is a process.
I read it in the fortune cookie once. Pass is going to be deflected. Last touch by Magnolia, and it's going to be Waller ball. We got 2:50 remaining here in the second quarter.
No, I said it last time. Waller needs to capitalize off of this turnover, score, and do not foul to send them to the line.
You're just trying to be Layla Blair's good luck charm. That's all you're trying to do, huh?
I just want the best for Layla Blair and the entire Waller Lady Bulldogs. That's all.
And that's fair.
Okay?
That's fair. That's admirable. I must say myself. And it's right on cue. Magnolia fouls Layla Blair. So Magnolia has it. Waller has it side out. Layla Blair wide open for 3. She has the ball. Puts it up. No good. That's a gimme. She's got to have Magnolia rebounds. They're going to throw it back up, and they're going to call Dalton for a travel. That wasn't a travel. She took a nice long trip. That was a flight she took. That wasn't one step too many. That was 3 or 4 steps too many, if I may add myself. But let me get off somebody. Her parents might be sitting next to me. I don't know. Goodnight's going to bring the ball up on the right side of the floor. Block over to Layla Blair on the left. Blair over to Kenny on the left elbow. Kenny's going to put it up from the elbow. No good. Rebounded by Magnolia, and they're going to push the pace. Got the left side. Tough defense being played by the Waller Lady Bulldogs. And Wyckoff has it. Wyckoff gets into the paint. Her shot is going to be no good. Rebounded by Layla Blair. We got a whistle and another foul call. And that's going to be a 1-and-1. So Layla Blair is going to go to the charity stripe, potentially to shoot a pair of free throws. We've got 1:57 remaining here in the first half. Alex Goodwin, Jordan Kerl here with you live. This is the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The score, your Waller Lady Bulldogs 30. The visiting Magnolia Lady Bulldogs 24 here from Waller High School in Waller, Texas. Blair's first free throw attempt is going to be no good. Rebounded by Magnolia. That's, again, the free throws will win or lose you basketball games. Blair nearly stole the ball from Wyckoff. They're going to get it back into Dalton. And, again, the Waller lead is back down to 4, 30-26.
And it looks like on that one, Goodnight lost track of her man and basically scored another 2 easy points for Magnolia.
Goodnight's going to take the ball to the basket. She's going to stop and pop. No good. She didn't get the home bounce. Rebounded by Magnolia. Tia Frederick's going to push the pace. She's going to get it over to King. King back up to Dalton. Dalton to Mish. Mish puts it up, puts it in. And the Waller Lady Bulldog lead after they led by a score of 19-9 in the early going. Their lead is just 2. Blair over to Goodnight. Goodnight to Kenny on the right elbow. Back over to Goodnight. Back to Kenny. They're playing a little bit of a 2-man game here. Kenny almost lost. He's going to put it up, and she's going to get nothing on that chip. Rebounded by Magnolia.
And really the story of this comeback has been the defense from Magnolia.
And Frederick's shot is going to be good, but they're going to wave it off. They said she took too many steps. So it's going to be Waller ball with 41.1 seconds remaining here in the first half of play.
And Waller's only up by 2. They have to take advantage of this. But the story has been Magnolia's defense right now. They have just completely stopped the drives and forcing them to shoot from the outside.
Layla Blair works over that Kenny pick, gets it over to Goodnight for 3. No good. Rebound. Oh. The ball's going to go out of bounds. The last touch by Magnolia. We got 23.6 remaining here on the clock here in the first half. The Waller Lady Bulldogs clinging to a 2-point lead. They got to inbound it to Kenny. Kenny's going to, and she's going to travel.
Magnolia has a chance right here with that Waller turnover to tie up this game and go into half basically with a brand new game.
Tia Frederick over to King. King over to Wyckoff. Wyckoff's going to put it up. Yes. And after trailing by as many as 13, the Magnolia Lady Bulldogs have tied it up. 3 seconds left. Layla Blair has one on the left side. Blair's going to put it up. No good off the side of the backboard. And that will conclude the first half of play. We are all knotted up at 30 apiece. The Waller Lady Bulldogs and the Magnolia Lady Bulldogs. We're going to take a pause for the calls. We're going to be right back with more exciting Waller Lady Bulldog basketball action.
Has your vehicle been giving you the blues? Contact our good friends at Larry's Automotive at 30540 FM 1488 in the Field Store area. Dial 936-931-5566. With over 20 years of experience as a lawyer, attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. can help you with whatever your need may be. Divorce, car accidents, criminal case, wills, deeds, trust, civil suits, parent and child relationships. Contact Richardson's Law Office located at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. You can call them at 979-826-8008. Attorney Lee Van Richardson, Jr. in Hempstead, Texas. Is your business in the black? Do you really know? Gunderson's Bookkeeping can lower your taxes, increase your profits, and help control your cash flow. Services include complete payroll, bookkeeping, and income tax services. Call for a free business assessment at 936-372-2661. The following sponsors are contributors to today's broadcast here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The Temple of Refuge Ministries, located in Prairie View, Texas. Kerl Harris Jr. of Keller Williams Realtors in Houston, Texas. Attorney Lee Van Richardson of Hempstead, Texas. Lone Star College of Tomball, Texas. Edmonds Insurance in Waller, Texas. Larry's Automotive in Waller, Texas. Gunderson's Bookkeeping in Waller, Texas. District Attorney Elton Mathis. Prairie View Athletic Club, the Hotline Press in Hempstead, Texas, and the City of Hempstead. Thank you for your contributions and support of our student athletics here throughout Waller County and beyond. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network is proud to serve student athletes, their families, and the institutions they represent. Our goal is to provide quality broadcasts that highlights the hard work and dedication these student athletes are committed to. For a donation as small as $6 a month, you can become a listening partner. Visit our website today at OBN-Radio.com. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics.
To the Open Mic Broadcast Network, ladies and gentlemen, with yours truly, Jordan Kerl, along with Alex Goodwin. We're here at Waller High School where the Lady Bulldogs are taking on the Lady Bulldogs of Magnolia. Number 12, Alicia Goodnight, with the ball, kicks it to Blair. Passes it to Harris. Tip, Goodnight with the ball, kicks it to Blair. Blair driving to the hoop, and it's no good. Rebound, Magnolia. Jump ball. Magnolia has the ball.
And see, on a possession like that, that's when Layla Blair's got to not look to break the entire zone of her stuff. She's got to get a teammate involved, get an easy lay for someone else.
Bearden kicks it to Wyckoff. Wyckoff kicks it to Dalton. Dalton back up to the top. Shot by Hitler is no good. Rebound, Harris. Harris passes it to Blair. Good night. Looking for someone. Kenny drives to the hoop. Up, and it's good. Waller with 32. Bearden looking for Wyckoff. Swings it to Gibson. Gibson pass to Hitler. Hitler back to Bearden. Dalton drives. Wyckoff with the shot, and it's no good. Rebound by Magnolia. And Wyckoff is
that
going to
looks like
drive.
a travel to me. Wait a second.
Wyckoff shot from Hitler and rebounded by Harris. Harris passes it to Blair, who's setting up, looking for someone. Magnolia is running that 2-3 defense that got them back in this game. Good night shot from the top is no good. Kenny rebounds it, and it's good.
Her and Mariah Stewart have been, dare I say, the trash collectors for the Waller Lady Bulldogs and those missed shots. And they're going to need them if they want to try to build this lead.
Gibson is going to set it up. Back to Bearden. Bearden passes it to Dalton. Dalton shot at the it's no good. Rebound, Mariah Stewart. Blair is going to take it down the court. Drives it all the way, and it's no good. Rebound, Hitler. Gibson drives it, passes it to Wyckoff, and her shot is no good. Gets her own rebound. No good again. Kenny gets the rebound for Waller. Goodnight is going to bring it down the court. Blair sets it up. Passes it to Harris. Kicks it to Goodnight. Goodnight goes up, and it's no good. Rebound by Kenny, who is there to clean it up and gets the shot for two.
Looks like the trash collectors come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for the Water Lady Bulldogs.
Definitely. Shot from Gibson is good. The score is now 36-32 with 4:30 left in the third quarter. Blair is taking it down the court. Passes it to Harris. Harris kicks it to Kenny. Harris takes the shot long from three. It's no good. Rebound, Gibson. Gibson kicks it to Dalton, who is driving it down the court, and passes to Hitler. Hitler is right there, but it's no good. Kenny passes tipped. Out of bounds on Magnolia.
Wow. That's all I got to say. Our great engineer, Andre Davis, today, one of the, I don't know if that's a great point. I don't know what that, wow, you need to repent, sir. That's all I'm going to say about that.
And Blair is going to take it down the court. Looks like they're trying to run a little bit of clock off, but yes, she's going to kick it to Matois.
That'll be Matoya. Let me help you.
Matois.
That's
There's
Matoya.
Matois printing, so maybe it's the same pronunciation.
That's what?
No, it's actually pronounced Matois printing, but I don't know if that's how you pronounce it.
Well, I'm from Houston. We say Matoya.
It doesn't matter. Gibson is driving it down the court, passes it to Bearden, who kicks it to Dalton, and it's no good from three, and it's rebounded by Mariah Stewart, who passes it to Blair, who's picking up the pace right now, shoots it from the free throw line. Harris sets it up back to Blair. Getting direction from Coach Durham.
And from the stands.
Yeah, the whole
It's getting quite
stand.
intense here at Waller High School. They're going to slow it down just a bit.
Slow it down quite a bit. Harris on the left kicks it to Matoyer.
There we go.
I think it's pronounced Matois, but we're going to go ahead and
Blair
loses it.
pickpocketed.
Yes. And Wyckoff is going to go coast to coast, but Blair takes it. Blair takes it away, has an open man, but she
nice
and
step.
gets up. Beautiful, beautiful.
Harden-esque, dare I say.
And Bearden is going to shoot it from the three, but it's way off.
She shot that from Bryan County.
And Blair's going to get the rebound and take it back down the court. Has the numbers. Going to shoot it. That's a two. That's a two, and that's good.
Man, I was ready for my.
Now 40-32 with 2 minutes left in the game. Coach, he called a three. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I was saying it was third quarter. Third quarter.
Oh, I said third quarter?
You said fourth quarter.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm always here to help you out.
And Coach Durham is going to call a timeout. I believe that's what they're discussing. Trying to see who called it. Coach Durham is going to call a 30-second timeout. So we're going to go ahead and
pay some bills.
Our first sponsor is Lone Star Live Liner. Lone Star College Tomball Officers offers higher education opportunities for everyone. Transfer classes will save you money as you work toward your bachelor's degree, or we offer workforce training in a variety of exciting fields. Check out your options at LoneStar.edu/Tomball at LSC/Tomball. It's about you.
Whew. I'm worn out. A little tough there?
It was a little tough. I'm sorry.
Habits that are best. You got to get back to the action on the hardwood, though.
That's right. And it's going to be Gibson taking it down for Magnolia. She kicked to Kaylee King, who's back in the game. Passes it to Dalton. Kaylee King is going to go up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Meese. And Misha's shot is good.
I've got to be honest with you, Jordan. Waller should be running Magnolia up out of here because they're more talented. They're more talented. They're more athletic. But the Magnolia Lady Bulldogs, they play. They're consistent. They're fundamentally sound. They play a tough brand of basketball. Blair's shot is going to be no good.
But she does get the rebound, and she kicks it to Watson, who kicks it to Harris. And Watson's pass is no good as it's stolen by Dalton. Gibson is driving up the court, shoots it, and it's good. The Lady Bulldogs of Magnolia erupt in applause, and Blair is going to take it back down the court, taking her time with 58 seconds left in the third quarter.
Waller's got to make a good decision here. She's going to get stolen.
Gibson is going to drive down the court. Harris is right there, pass to Dalton. Dalton goes up, and it's good. The Bulldogs of Magnolia only down by 2, 40-38, 33 seconds left in this quarter. Blair is taking it down the court. Almost loses the dribble. Pass to Watson. Watson wasn't ready, and it goes out of bounds, but Waller will hold on to it.
Sometimes a fundamental bounce pass or a fundamental chest pass will do the trick.
Right. And Kenny and Goodnight are checking back into this one. It's 20 seconds left in the third quarter. The Lady Bulldogs of Waller are up by 2, 40-38 is your score. Kenny kicks it to Goodnight, and it's tipped out of bounds. Waller will keep it. So what does Waller need to do right here, Alex?
Now, I'm no basketball strategist. I mean, but they've got one thing they've got to do is they've got to speed the game up just a bit and dictate the pace to the Magnolia Lady Bulldogs like they were doing earlier in the ball game. Magnolia has started to dictate the pace since the beginning of the second quarter, and they haven't let up since, and that's why Waller has let them back into the ball game.
Right, as Blair is bringing it in, she's setting it up, kicks it to Goodnight. Goodnight shoots from 3, long 3, but it's no good. Rebound Dalton. Dalton is going back there trying to count down, and it's tipped out of bounds. It's Magnolia's ball. 0.2 of a second left on the clock.
And they probably won't be able to get a shot off here.
Right. Mish is looking for a man, kicks it to Dalton. Dalton goes up, but it's not in time. And we will be entering the fourth quarter. When we come back, ladies and gentlemen, the score is 40-38. Your Lady Bulldogs of Waller are up against Magnolia, and we will be right back.
Following sponsors are contributors to today's broadcast here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The Temple of Refuge Ministries, located in Prairie View, Texas. Garland Harris Jr. of Keller Williams Realtors in Houston, Texas. Attorney Lee Van Richardson of Hempstead, Texas. Lone Star College of Tomball, Texas. Edmonds Insurance in Waller, Texas. Larry's Automotive in Waller, Texas. Gunderson's Bookkeeping in Waller, Texas. District Attorney Elton Mathis. Prairie View Athletic Club, the Hotline Press in Hempstead, Texas, and the City of Hempstead. Thank you for your contributions and support of our student athletics here throughout Waller County and beyond. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics.
And gentlemen, you are listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Here at Waller High School, the Lady Bulldogs are taking on the Lady Bulldogs of Magnolia. Blair is going to bring it down the court for her. Kicks it to Goodnight. Back to Mariah Stewart. Back to Goodnight. Shoots it a 2, and it's no good. Rebounded by Mish. Mish is taking it down the court, going all the way.
Ball's got to stop ball here.
And she passes it.
Stewart.
She passes it out of bounds, but it's tipped off of one of the Lady Bulldog Waller Lady Bulldogs' shoes. Ooh. Bearden is out for Magnolia. Passes it to Wyckoff. Wyckoff gives it to Frederick. Frederick working on Harris. Bearden back to Wyckoff, but her pass is no good. Harris with the steal. Kicks it to Goodnight. Goodnight kicks it to Blair, sets it up.
And I don't know if I'm wrong, but Layla Blair played every single minute of this ball game.
I believe you're correct, Alex.
And Stewart's shot's going to get swatted out of bounds.
And Gibson is going to come in for Frederick of Magnolia. Harris passes it to Kinney, almost loses it, but gives it back to her. Blair sets it up for Waller. Looking for a man. Magnolia running the zone defense.
Great pass.
Goodnight does not get the friendly roll. And Harris is right there to shoot it, and she's fouled. That foul is on number 22, Kaylee King, and Harris on the line to shoot two.
It was a great job by the Lady Bulldogs, by the Waller Lady Bulldogs, mind you, of being patient, working that possession to get themselves a great shot. When they missed that first shot, they hit the boards hard, were able to get to the trading shot to shoot 2 free throws.
Harris misses the first shot. And the second shot is also no good, but rebounded by Mariah Stewart, who cleans it up and gets the shot.
Mariah Stewart is out here doing her best Ben Wallace impersonation this evening, cleaning up anything that comes near the rim.
Yeah.
That'll give the Waller Lady Bulldogs a 4-point lead.
Bearden setting it up, kicks it to Dalton, back to Gibson. Gibson and Dalton. I'm sorry, that is not Dalton. That is Bearden. Shoots the three. And the score is now 42-41. It's 6 minutes left in the fourth. Blair sets it up, drives, goes up, and she got it in. Tough shot.
Not the most inclusive possession, but it's going to get the job done nonetheless.
Kaylee King drives it to the basket, and they call a blocking foul on Blair. King going to the stripe to complete not the and one, to shoot two. Trying to give her more points, sorry.
What? Again.
King misses the first shot.
You've got to describe that free throw motion for the people who are listening.
I don't know how to describe it.
I mean, she takes about 2 steps back, and she's probably a step behind the three-point line. Okay, I'm going to describe it to you as it happens, okay?
Okay.
All right, she's currently about a good 3 paces behind the three-point line. She takes a step up, and then she's going to shoot the free throw. Both shots are going to be no good, so apparently it's not doing too much help.
And apparently Waller tipped it out of bounds after the missed shot from King, and Magnolia is going to get the ball back.
And wow, Coach Durham, she's getting quite animated here on the sidelines here.
Bearden passes it to Wyckoff. Wyckoff is driving, and she's fouled by Angela Shorter-Kinney. That's the third foul on Kinney.
Again, another what I don't want to call this. I don't question the referee's calls here, but it looked like she got all ball. That looked clear as day to me.
It might have been a fingertip on Wyckoff.
Oh, you got to let him play.
Wyckoff's first shot is no good.
I don't know if I've seen more unorthodox free throw routines in history.
Maybe it's a special ritual that Magnolia has put in effect for all of their. Yeah. The ref tells Wyckoff that she needs to watch the line after her unorthodox routine.
I mean, look, she did the thank leg, and then she went into a shot. That's what it looked like to me.
Leg. And Goodnight is going to take it on the court, and it's tipped out of bounds by Bearden.
Wow.
Waller keeps the ball. Harris passes it to Blair. Blair sets it up. Goodnight. Drives. Kicks it to Watson. Watson back to Harris. Blair sets it up. Blair to Goodnight. Kenny. Blair kicks it to Kenny, and it's no good.
Great patient show by the Lady Bulldogs. They're not able to get anything out of that possession.
No team has scored for the last 2 minutes, and it's 5 minutes remaining in the game. Dalton kicks it to Bearden, whose shot is no good. Kenny is fouled by Bearden. That's 3 fouls on Bearden. Blair's going to take it down the court for Waller. Pushing the pace just a little here. Kenny goes up from that corner, and it's no good, but Harris is right there. Good effort from Waller, but they're not able to keep possession and keep control of the ball, and Magnolia is going to get it. Gibson brings it down the court. Passes it to Bearden, who's wide open for a three, and it's way off. Blair gets the rebound, driving down the court. Blair drives it, kicks it to Goodnight.
Great ball movement by
Blair
the Lady
up
Bulldogs.
at the top of the key, and it's good for 3. The score is now 47-41. The Lady Bulldogs up by 6. Steal from Harris, kicks it to Goodnight, back to Harris, and it goes up, and it's no good. Blair's right there for the rebound. Blair, Goodnight, going to set it up.
And they're going to slow it down.
Slow it down. Definitely. Blair back to Goodnight, into McKinney. Back to Goodnight, up to Blair. Blair shoots it, and it's good from that left corner.
And Coach Durham is going to take a timeout. I'm not quite sure if it's 30 or if it's a full.
It looks like they called it quite yet. Coach Durham is going to take a full timeout, and we're going to take a timeout here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Your score is 49-41. The Lady Bulldogs of Waller are up by 8. We'll be right back.
The following sponsors are contributors to today's broadcast here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The Temple of Refuge Ministries, located in Prairie View, Texas. Garland Harris Jr. of Keller Williams Realtors in Houston, Texas. Attorney Lee Van Richardson of Hempstead, Texas. Lone Star College of Tomball, Texas. Edmonds Insurance in Waller, Texas. Larry's Automotive in Waller, Texas. Gunderson's Bookkeeping in Waller, Texas. District Attorney Alton.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Open Mic Broadcast Network, where the Lady Bulldogs of Waller are taking on Magnolia Lady Bulldogs. Wyckoff at the top, looking for Bearden, but she kicks it to Hitler. Hitler passes to Dalton. Dalton back to Gibson. Gibson shoots the 2. No good. Bearden right there for the rebound. Dalton is going back up, and again, no good. Lady Bulldogs. Waller with the rebound. Blair taking it slow down the court.
Oh, Blair has her on skates. Layla Blair.
Bryce Stewart not ready for that one.
Trying to do a bit too much
Blair.
again. This is not the N1
Magnolia with
mixtape
the ball
tour.
driving down. Wyckoff has it. She goes up. It's no good. Stewart down there again with the rebound.
Ferocious. She is.
Ferocious. Always right there for the rebound. Blair. Taking it slow, driving. Blocked.
That shot was going to get blocked.
Blair sets it back up.
Wyckoff was like, Lord, why me again? Pass to Stewart.
And Stewart not able to get that one in. Dalton with the rebound. Kicks it to Gibson. Gibson is driving, going coast to coast, and Coach Ritter, is going to take a timeout. The full timeout. And on this one, we're going to stay here and recognize some of our amazing sponsors at Open Mic Broadcast Network. Edmonds Insurance Agency. That number is 1-800-372-9122. They're located at 1202 Alliance Street, Waller, Texas, 77484. Also, Larry's Automotive is a full-service auto shop with fast service and reasonable prices. 24-hour towing. Call 936-931-5566. Attorney Lee Van Richardson can get you out of any trouble that you may be having. Just give him a call at 979-826-8006. Gunderson's Bookkeeping. Give him a call at 936-372-2661. And we're also proudly sponsored by District Attorney Elton R. Mathis. Now, Alex, there's only 2 minutes left in this one.
Yep.
Lady Bulldogs only up by 8. Waller, Lady Bulldogs only up by 8. Do you think that it's a safe choice right now to kind of play slow, or do they need to keep pushing the tempo?
I would say slow it down, rebound the basketball, continue to play tough defense, and then slow it down, because there's not a shot clock in high school basketball, at least in the state of Texas. Slow it down and make them put the ball in the hands of your best free throw shooter. Not only your best free throw shooter, your best player, Layla Blair. And let her put the game away for you.
And I think that's definitely a good call right now.
And wow, that was quite the tumble everybody just took. Mariah Stewart dived on that ball and everybody felt like bowling pins. And they got to call it jump ball.
Yes, Magnolia has the ball. Wyckoff kicks it to Hitler. Hitler's driving, kicks it back to Bearden. Bearden kicks it to Wyckoff. Pass to Dalton. Dalton shoots the 3, and it's no good. Goodnight with the rebound. Kicks it to Blair. Blair is passing it to Kenny. Kenny goes up. Good shot from Kenny. That's going to be another 2 for Waller. They're up by 10 with 1 minute remaining in this game. Kaylee King is going to shoot a long 3.
Wow, again, from Grimes County, they're just letting them rip. Yeah, we're going to have a whistle and a foul call. And it's not yet 1-1, so the ball's going to stay down on the fourth wall. He's got a 1-on-1 remaining. And here comes the game elongator, as I like to call it. The Preston foul.
Goodnight, going to drive. Bearden, right up on her. She loses her dribble. Dawson picks it up, kicks it to Wyckoff. Wyckoff is able to keep it in, but she passes it right to Ray Harris. Waller has the ball. Blair is going to hold it, but she loses it. Bearden gives it to Dalton. Dalton goes up and is fouled. Oh, but she traveled. Excuse me, I called that a little too early. She traveled. Waller has the ball. The press is here. And the timeout is also.
I tell you what, Coach German's got to be furious. If there was anything she did not want to see, it was that 3 or 4 possessions up and down the floor from her team as they lost the ball, weren't able to get back on defense, and very nearly sent the Magnolia Lady Bulldogs to the line. So we've got a full timeout. Are we going to stay here? Are we going to pay some bills?
We're going to pay some bills.
All right, so.
The score is 51-41. The Waller Lady Bulldogs are up against Magnolia Lady Bulldogs, and we will take a break. You are listening to Open Mic Broadcast Network, the station designed with you. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, with less 30 seconds remaining in this one, the Lady Bulldogs are driving it down the court. Driving it down the court. Blair is working on two defenders.
Doing her best Curly Hill impersonation.
They finally foul her with 26 seconds remaining.
And Coach Nakisha Dream was over there shaking her head like, what does she have to do to get a foul call over here?
But we're not quite in the bonus yet.
26.76 on the clock, and I think the game elongator may be here of the Preston foul.
Definitely here. But the foul is not coming. Kenny is driving to the basket. She's going to kick it to. The foul is on the floor against number 22, Kaylee King. Still not quite in the bonus yet, so Ray Harris is going to take it out for Waller. Kicks it to Blair. Blair is going to go to the top. Wyckoff working on Wyckoff.
Oh, she's putting her on skates. 9 seconds left.
Now Bearden steps in. Bearden called for the foul with 6 seconds remaining. And Blair is going to the line to shoot 1 and 1. Frederick is going to enter the game for Magnolia. Blair converts on the first one, and she will shoot another. The score is now 52-41. The Waller Lady Bulldogs are up over Magnolia by 11. Blair gets her own rebound, but she doesn't get the second attempt.
And
Kaylee King is going to drive, and the game is over. The Lady Bulldogs of Waller County are going to defeat Magnolia 52-41. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a hard-fought game, but it's definitely exciting to watch. Stick around. Actually, will we be doing an interview? We're going to take a really quick timeout, and we will be back with exciting action from Waller High School. You are listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the station designed with you in mind.